get through all the questions. I don't believe it.
Hi, my name is Sam.
Hi, Sam.
As a bisexual, I can't tell you how much it meant to me to see a character like Captain Jack on TV. And I was wondering what it meant to you to create a character like that was so openly sexually diverse.
I gotta be totally honest with you, right? Because me, I just say it like it is. I have to be... We didn't put that much weight on him when we first started. Because the first initial kiss, when Jack kissed Christopher Eccleston's doctor, and also kissed Rose, it was in the script, but there was no big deal made out of it. And I also, when I did it, if you're ever to go back and look at that moment, you'll see that I actually kissed them in both the same way, with the same element of passion. Because I'm not doing it in a sexual way, I'm doing it to say goodbye to two really good friends that I truly have fallen in love with, right? So, but the press, when that happened in Britain, the press kind of didn't make any issue out of it. And no one, and in fact I was in an interview a couple of days later, and I said to them, what'd you think of the kiss? And they went, wait a minute, Captain Jack kissed the Doctor? I'm like, holy moly, I'm the first man in the history of Doctor Who ever to kiss the man. And then, and that's me thinking, it never did make an impact. No one really kind of thought about it. But then as we progressed, what's great about Russell and Stephen and all the different writers who were there, they took elements of my personality and started interjecting it into the character. So I was able to put some of myself into Jack. And I must say, I take Jack into me sometimes. No, I mean... I couldn't resist that one. It was a cheap one, but I couldn't resist it. So the good thing is that it's good that it wasn't weighed on heavily, but it's also great that as the character has grown and the series has grown with he grew with Doctor Who, then became Torchwood and moved on and grew with Torchwood, that all of those things became really relevant and you guys picked up on them and made them iconic with them and made them mean so much to you. And for me, that is the best gift of all, because all of you guys, you're able to stand up and go, hi, I'm bisexual, da-da-da-da, and you don't care anymore. And that's what it should be. In fact, are you dressed as the Doctor? You're dressed as the Doctor, yeah? Yes. Yeah, thank you for dressing up. I love it. Great. And Captain Jack, go ahead. I'd like the video on that one. Anyway. You should come to my house. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time. Scott might beg to differ, but we do have a good time. Yes.
Hello, Mr. Barrowman. My name is Nick.
Vic, you can call me John.
I was wondering how you switch between your native Scottish accent and your English accent so well.
I have a little switch on the back of my neck. And I just flick it up, and that usually turns it into a Scottish accent. And it also depends who I'm talking with, whether I'm talking to my sister Carol, my mum and my dad, or my brother Andrew, or we're talking to other family members. But then when I switch it back, and I want to talk to Scott, it's back in the American accent. Because Scott finds it a bit weird when I start talking like this to him, and say, go on yourself, son, go over here and get in bed, alright? I'm just gonna have a lie down. And then I go, translate that, Scott, get over here, get to bed, we're gonna go to sleep, I just want to go to bed, okay? So it's that switch. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Whew, I had too much coffee. The coffee's kicked in. Woo! Yeah, nice. And the Bloody Mary. Yes!
Hi, John. I was wondering, what kind of prep as an actor did you have to go through to play Malcolm Maryland on Arrow?
Say it again?
What kind of prep did you have to go through to play Malcolm Maryland on Arrow as an actor?
I have to be, again, honest. I'm not one of those actors who delves into the depths of the bowels of the character. I kind of just live it as the character's written and on the page. I'm able to take that like a sponge. The things I probably really had to prepare for, that I wanted to understand things about him, Ironically, I have a DC comic encyclopedia next to my bed. Not that I'm a nerd or anything, right? So I did a little research, and that I knew a bit about him. That Malcolm Merlin, the Dark Archer, or the Shadow Archer, whatever he was called in the encyclopedia, was different throughout different eras and bits of the DC world. So there was room for kind of interpretation. But the one thing was learning how to hold a quiver. I mean, come on, and literally it was that first sequence. I don't know if you guys if you remember the first bit where I kick through the wall and then I start booting the crap out of Steven's character. I actually kicked him on that. I take that back. I broke a stuntman's nose once in Torchwood. In Miracle Day when we were at the airport, and I came up and I kicked him in the head, and he went, "Ah, my nose!" I went, "Sorry, keep rolling! Looks good! Blood! Fabulous!" And Steven, stunt guys, that's what they're paid for, but Steven's not a stunt guy, and I kicked him right in the knee. I was mortified. I mean, even to this day, I'm like, "How's your knee? You okay?" He's like, "I'm fine." But going through that wall, that was my first day of shooting, literally, and I had to bust through that wall. It was the first day wearing that outfit, which I'll tell you right now, is claustrophobic. You can't breathe. And it made me panic a little bit, and so it was, doing all the firing, boom, with the quiver, just a lot of stress. But, so that has been the thing, trying to prepare and not be stressed out by those kind of things, because it happens and you do it so quickly. Good?
Hi, John.
Hello.
My name is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
Thanks. I wanted to congratulate you
That's the
on
lady
your
from next.
marriage.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask about that experience of getting married. Was your family here?
No. Scott and I have always been advocates. Well, take that back. We haven't been advocates of it to begin with because we didn't want to be recognized with certain organizations that like that word, that believe that we are wrong, evil, bad, and should burn in hell. So, but what we changed, the reason we kind of moved forward and changed our minds about it is because, whether or not you want to get married is one thing, but I don't want to be told that I can't. Right? I want to make that choice and decision for myself. Because, and so when it passed, when DOMA was denounced, we were ecstatic. We woke up in bed, we tweeted about it right away. We thought Britain would actually be first, and then, the states would follow, California and other states along the way. But we didn't. We said right there and then, we've got to do this now, because the big difference it makes for me, to be totally honest with you, is that Scott can travel with me in this country. I'm an American citizen. He can travel with me and come in the same line that I do. We can come in as a couple, as a man and woman can do. He can also now, I don't have to send him back every 3 months to have a stamp put in his passport so he can get back in the country, whereas they might not let him in sometimes because they think he's been back and forth too many times. So it's a huge deal for us as a couple. And also it's a huge deal for younger people coming up to see that, you can't do it now. Anyway, we had an argument in the morning. We woke up and he said, "So are you going to propose to me?" I said, "Why do I always have to be the one to propose? Why don't you propose?" He said, "Because you proposed last time." I said, No. He said, "I proposed last time." I said, "No, you did not propose last time. When it was our civil partnership, I got done." "No, you didn't." "No." "Fine, let's just go get married." That was it.